Hi, thank you for joining us, Solo and Adit from Horrorshow.
Thank you very much for having us. Good to be here.
Congratulations on your new album that came out today, Bardo State.
Thank you kindly. It is Friday, February 24, and our album dropped at midnight last night. So yeah, we're feeling good. How you feeling, Diddy?
I'm feeling on top of the world. You know, we're in Melbourne, release day, celebrating, the sun is shining. Yeah, really happy to be here.
Awesome. So talk about some collabs that you've been doing on the album, because there's quite a few.
The album's probably our most collaborative to date. So we got some really awesome guests on there. We got Hayley Mary from the Jezebels. We got Turquoise Prince, who's a real up-and-coming talent. We got our man Omar Musa. On the production side of things, we got Kai from Jackie and Asses. We got heaps of features. On the production side of things, we collaborated with a dude based out of, is he based out of Melbourne or LA now? I don't know what
He's
to say.
still based out of Melbourne, but that could change any minute now because he's a goddamn superstar. Producer Nick Martin.
Okay.
So, you know, that was cool. That's something different. We've never brought in like another producer to work with us on a record. And yeah, he just helped us elevate these songs that we had, you know. We came down here with 15 songs, and he kind of just, we just worked with him on them and took them to the next level.
Cool.
So yeah, production-wise, songwriting-wise, you know, it is our most collaborative record to date, and you know, a lot of people bring in a lot of talent to the mix.
What was the photography taken? Where was that taken for the album cover? For the album cover, I'm assuming you're talking about the shots on the beach and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I mean, at the very beginning of this whole sort of album making process, or near the beginning, maybe not right at the start, we took a trip to New Zealand with a very good friend of ours, Cole Bennett's. Wow.
And we actually went there for a show, but we spent a week there and basically turned this house in a place called Piha, which is like an hour away from Auckland, into a studio, and we just spent a week there eating, drinking, making beats, writing raps, and soaking up that area. And we kind of just honed in on what we wanted to do with the record, you know, just talked concepts through and that sort of thing, and we took photos there, and that ended up kind of being the sort of visual companion to a lot of the music, you know.
Yeah, and it was the beginning of a much bigger collaboration for us with Cole across the whole album. You know, Cole is an incredibly talented photographer and also a really good friend of ours, and so we worked across the whole record with him, and we've actually done like a lyric book.
Oh wow!
Which features the words, but also features all of Cole's speak of the devil. There he is, right there. Say hi to the camera. We got Cole down in Melbourne with us. He's you know a real integral part of what we do, and he kind of created visuals for all the tracks. You know, that kind of pick up on the themes and represent them visually. So, you know, if people are interested in kind of engaging with the album on that level, they can pick up like a deluxe version of the album, which is like a book. And yeah, that was new for us to kind of almost have like a third arm to the band that's kind of curating the visual side of things. And, you know, he's just incredibly talented. So again, lucky to collaborate with him.
You did a lot of shows in Melbourne last time you were here. You often say that, you know, you want to move to Melbourne. How do you feel about the Sydney lockout laws?
Look, I love it in Melbourne, and I am prone to getting quite sentimental on stage and telling Melbourne how much I love it. But it's coming from a genuine place, because like over the years I've spent a bunch of time down here, and it's a really good vibe. As far as what's going on in Sydney at the moment with the lockout laws and things, you know, Ada and I are not fans of those policies. We're not fans of the way that our state government is running things at the moment in terms of the lockout laws and the way that they're kind of stifling culture and killing venues and just kind of creating a lot of negativity in our city, and I think creating like a real culture of like staying home and not going out and not having adventures and not trying new things, you know. I've kind of noticed that the way that mentality is shifting in our city. But, you know, there's other things going on in our city as well that are all kind of intertwined, you know, like the kind of mass sale of property and sale of public assets. We got this ridiculous road being built in Sydney called WestConnex, which is, you know, really damaging our local community and stuff. So there's a lot of things going on in Sydney as far as politics and the way our city's being run that we're not down with at all. And you know, we try and do what we can to sort of get involved in you know, the people who are fighting against those things.
Yeah.
And, you know, in our group one day we've been involved in some of the protests against the lockout laws and things like that. And they're things that we try to be vocal about, you know, recognizing that we do have some kind of a platform, and just being two people who love Sydney very much and who've grown up there, you know, it's a bit concerning to see like what's happening there at the moment, and hopefully things turn around because, you know, moving to Melbourne is looking more and more appealing.
It's a great city.
Yeah, I mean, we've always been about community, you know, and people, and building a community where people interact with each other, you know, positively and express themselves in any way that they feel that they want to. And, you know, a lot of the policies that are happening in New South Wales at the moment is very much about stifling that and keeping people as Nick said, in their homes and not interacting with each other. It's a very I don't know, backwards sort of way of looking at things.
Yeah. Also, the first time that I actually ever saw you guys was the Listen Close tour that you did with Tucker. That was acoustic. So that was, I really enjoyed that. Would you ever go back to maybe doing a couple of shows that are acoustic?
Yeah, I mean, the acoustic thing, like for those watching at home who maybe don't know, is kind of when we strip back our music and take it from being something that's produced to something that's created totally live on instruments and stuff. And, you know, that's not like a revolutionary concept in music, but I suppose it's kind of a different approach to hip-hop, and it brings out a different side of the music, just stripping it back and really sort of exposing the songwriting. We did that Listen Close tour, that acoustic tour, but actually the acoustic thing's been a kind of part of our arsenal for a long time, and even when we first started out making tunes together, we would do those shows with our friends, including Freddie Krabs and John O'Graham, our amazing guitar player as well, have always been at the center of that format. So it's definitely, you know, a trick we've got up our sleeve. And I suppose one of the mad bonuses of doing this new album, Bardo State, is now we've got 15 new songs that we can kind of reimagine in that acoustic format. So down the line, definitely something we might be interested in doing again.
Are you guys planning on announcing a tour for Bardo State soon?
Yeah, we will be going on the road later on in the year to tour the new record, Bardo State. You know, we're just finalising all the details, so can't speak too much on that at the moment. But yeah, you know, definitely keen to get back on the road, and playing live is a huge part of what we do, and we love it. It's, you know, such a great chance to interact with our audience and things. So yeah, we'll definitely be on the road later this year for Bardo State. Big up SYN FM. New Horrorshow album, Bardo State, out now. Get it in ya.